Aren't we missing Chris or anybody else?
So
Or are
Chris,
they
for
all
the
not?
foreseeable future, will be unable to join us because of work, and Jeanette's taking care of some stuff.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So they will, I hope, be able to join us at some point. So we can, you know, we can move on from there. And when they're able to come back and join us, they'll let me know. So are you guys ready? You guys ready to play Dungeons and Dragons?
I am.
Good. I'm very glad you are. All
As
right.
I shall ever be.
Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I will be in like 2 minutes when I finish gorging my food down.
All right. Um. Holy shit! How do I do this?
Yeah, that looked
I
good.
just
Steak and
unplug that. Oh,
asparagus.
that
And
looked
potatoes. I
amazing.
was
I actually
jealous.
had some steak myself. A little piece of flank meat. It was good.
There's
Um.
telling me that he's gonna abduct Rob and force him to marry him.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
What?
But you
I
marry
can't.
Rob.
Apparently, Rob was not aware of this.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take much to pay for a live-in chef. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we probably make really good roommates. We cook and compliment each other and make extravagant meals.
Yeah.
And this is why I get fat.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So let me know when you guys are ready to go.
Oh, we're ready.
All right. So
Yeah.
we're gonna what, Rob?
Yeah, we're good. Sorry.
All right. So I guess we'll just pick up from where we left off last, which was, hey, you guys fought a bunch of wolves, and
Fuck those wolves.
yeah, and you survived.
And we're getting audio through your Twitch stream, too.
Yes. By the way, thank you for. I was about to ask to check that out, but then I was checking it out on my phone, and I said, "No, I heard it." Yeah, because I figured out what I did wrong last time. I have to run it through the audio through my headphones because that's where the audio output's coming from, and I wasn't doing that last time. So now everyone can hear not just my own embarrassing voice. Um.
Cool.
You guys. What? Sorry. What was that? You guys. What?
Oh,
Oh no! Now it's. Yeah.
sorry.
Who's listening to the Twitch stream?
You guys shouldn't be watching or listening to the Twitch
No,
stream at
I was
all.
watching a different Twitch stream actually.
Uh huh.
One of my
Alright.
favorite streamers.
So
Can
you
you
guys.
tell who's watching the Twitch stream?
John just checked it out for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I logged on. I realized that he was looking at a different screen than I was, and I logged back out.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I realized also that I have a different screen set up, and I was looking at something else, and I said, "Oh wait, that's not it." You guys are looking at the map, though, correct?
Yes.
All right, good,
We have the continent map.
good. So there's I added this little thing right here. That's where you guys are camped out right now, so you're not too far away from Merchant's Rest. So you all had a restful evening after the wolf assault. The rest of the security gang that I have dubbed them the Beefy Boys have taken over um, watching for the safety of the camp while the rest of you guys took a long rest. So everyone's should be back up to normal, and spell slots should be restored. And it's the next morning, and you guys are getting ready to start off your day. Urak, Johnny, the one of the guys you've been working with, approaches you and pulls you to the side, and I had this arranged in my head. Hold on, I'll put up the sheet with the actual script I wrote. So Johnny addresses and goes, "Hey, Urak, thanks for I mean, thanks for helping out with those wolves last night.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Get paid, deal with it anyhow.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, you're always taking a beating. And man, I don't know anyone else that can seriously take the punishment you do sometimes. But listen, the old man, and Johnny points over to Alphonsus, who's getting ready himself to like start off the day. He goes, "Listen, we were talking last night, and when we get into town, he's gonna take some time off. This wolf attack is just the last straw on his back. Things are getting too dangerous out here, and he's got family he's got to watch over. So when we get into town, well, I hate to say it, but the beefy boys we're disbanding for a little while. So you might be out of a job for a bit. Sorry, man."
At least you're giving a warning. Still
Yeah.
getting paid for this job, though, right?
Oh yeah. You guys are gonna get your money. You're definitely gonna get your. We're all getting our pay. It's just it sucks. We've been on the road for a while as a team, and we hate to disband us, but the old man's got to take care of what he's got to take care of, and we all have to do our own thing, right?
Yeah, it's how it normally ends up going after a while.
All right. Well, if I hear of other work, I'll try to find you and reach out to you. And he extends a hand to you.
Just gonna shake his hand and hope it ends the conversation.
So with that, Johnny heads back over towards where Alphonsus getting ready, and Alphonsus himself actually approaches the rest of the gang, Don and company, and he addresses you guys and goes, "So, you guys did really well last night with those wolves. Gotta thank you. You protected not just the team, but the goods. So when we get into town, I'm gonna make sure you get some extra pay for what you've done."
Oh well, my personal specialty is acting as a distraction.
Always the funny man, you. Well, listen, I hate to say this, but things are getting way too dangerous out here. There's not enough other travelers on the road, to seek aid with if things go awry, so I'm gonna take a break. I'm disbanding the security team, but you guys are gonna get your pay, and if I ever hit the road again, I'll look out for all of you. And he nods to you guys and kind of wanders back to his pack, and basically starts getting the whole shenanigans of getting the caravan up and running again. What do you guys do? Do you guys want to discuss things, or?
I look over at Zankus. Why would he think that we cared?
I don't know.
All right. I just want to make sure nobody else made some sort of deal I didn't know about.
No.
I'm gonna go back to
I'll
sleep
keep more
until we
money.
leave.
So, yeah, you guys probably leave very quickly, not too long after that, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes after that, so I don't know who wakes you up, Don, but someone wakes you up with a stern kick to get you up off the ground and into a cart. So let me get back to my screen here. So you guys, you fold up camp, and the caravan moves on its way down to Merchant's Rest. And the trip's pretty uneventful. In fact, it's only a half day's trip to Merchant's Rest. So you see the city as you basically crest the hill. You begin to see the city expand out in front of you, and it's a pretty decent sized city. It's actually has a small wall around it, and there's actually a line of a couple other caravans waiting to get inside. It looks like there's a security checkpoint, just checking everyone's paperwork and everything as they go in. And Alphonsus and his crew, they roll up their caravan and wait their turn to get in through the city gates. And it takes maybe an hour or two, but once they're through, he brings the caravans over to the. And let me roll. I keep forgetting that I have to pull the stupid tab over here. There you go. And you guys end up here at Merchant's Rest. And of course, he pulls the caravan over towards the merchant's quarters, where there's some sort of area there that's for staging caravans and receiving goods and stuff like that. And he goes into the little transport clerk's office, and he comes back and he gives you guys a bag of 30 gold. He goes, "This is the pay plus, well, basically doubled what I said I would give you guys, because you guys did good out there. And this is my last run for a while. Figured give you guys an incentive to come work with me if I get back on the road again. So here you go. So who takes the bag?
I'll put my hand out.
What was that? All right, I know Dante put his hands out.
So does Sophia.
Yep, so is Zankus.
And he just kind of reaches out and just drops into Sophia's hand, and he goes, "All right, you guys divide it amongst yourselves, and see you later."
I'll take my share.
You're staying here, Alphonse. This is Merchant's Rest. This is where we're gonna find you.
Yeah, this is my family's here.
Oh, well, say hi to your wife for me. All right, so Sophia, what do we do with?
Okay, and he just walks off.
Let's split that money.
Yeah.
Why don't we split some of it, split half of it, and keep the other half as a group fund so that we can pay for travel expenses and whatnot that the guild doesn't cover for us.
Wait, what group fund? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess
Start a group fund?
we gotta go to the guild, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up on your guys' group. So, you guys have any more jobs lined up? Seems I just got fired.
Yeah, well, hey, wait a minute. Where'd the fancy pants go? Shit.
Fancy pants?
Claudio? Is that who you're looking for?
Musician. He follows me around, bites off me a lot.
He's there. He's there with you guys.
Stealing my secrets and writing them in a book?
I think
Turns and glares at Claudia.
Yeah,
he just
Claudio's
follow
with you
Alphonse?
guys. He's just been quiet this whole time, but Claudio's with you guys for the time being.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Or I should say, hold on. Let me inhabit Claudio's. It's like, yeah, I'm over here just taking some notes, strumming my lute.
Stealing my secrets.
I just assumed no one woke him
Not
up
so
in the
much.
woods.
No, I'm just been really introspective, writing a lot of lyrics.
Stealing all my secrets.
Maybe.
Well. All right. Yeah, big guy. You ever been here before?
Once or twice. We make the trip up here a lot.
You know where the Adventurers Guild's at?
Yes, he does. He's
Uh,
Uruk. You have
Well-
heard of where the guild is, and I will point out to you. The guild is. I'm pinging it on the map, so it's in the area where it says administration. In one of the larger buildings in that area.
Tell you what, we're
yeah, I
kinda-
know exactly where the guild's at.
Cool. All right. Well, we're
Got me in on your guys' next job, and let me help run security with you. I'll show you right where it's at.
We're kind of on a job already. Kind of. Maybe. Yeah. let's see what the guild has to say.
I'm gonna lead him there.
Okay.
Hopefully not the long way.
You guys take the most direct route from the merchants district to the administration area, where they're where you come across the basically the guild lodge, and it's an impressive building. It's basically like a long hall, 2 stories, lots of banners, and I mean, there's banners with like the Adventurers Guild emblem on there and signs, and it looks very different than the one you're experienced in Insport. It's doesn't look run down, doesn't look dilapidated. It looks like it's well kept, and you can hear, well, merriment coming from within.
So it doesn't look like the shithole that it was in the last town.
Yes, that's
In
correct.
Guildhaven. Okay.
No, Insport. You guys came from Insport.
All right, I walk up to the door and I open it.
All right. Does everyone else follow suit?
Walk in like
He
I own the
opens
place.
it. Sophia walks in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, I follow.
All right.
I'll follow Zenkus in.
All right. So I will use the same image I used for the other one, but just imagine it actually looks more like... It just looks fantastic on the inside. It's vaulted ceilings and banners and candelabras, and it's full of tables where people are, armed and armored people are discussing things and having some merriment, and it looks like an Adventurers Guild lodge. There's life in this place. There's fun. There's music. I'll try to find some music. Do I have music here? I don't even know. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if this works. There we go. Not so loud. How do I make this not loud?
I start to
That's
dance.
too loud. Alright, there you go. Is that good for you guys? It's not too loud? Alright.
Yeah, Zenka starts to dance.
Great. Yeah, so all you guys just walked into the lobby of this place?
Yeah, is it the same layout as our now, I guess, home guild?
Yeah, similar. There's an entranceway. There's a very large, fully staffed bar to the left. There looks like a administration's desk to the right, and then all the way down in front of you is just tables upon tables of basically adventurers, basically feasting and enjoying themselves and doing stuff. Hanging out, discussing things, having a good time.
I'm gonna walk straight up to the bar and take a seat
All right.
and get the barkeep's attention.
There's a barkeep there, and he goes, "What do you want? What do you have?"
Guildavian wine, please. Let's say, give me a good vintage.
All right. Are you you member of the guild? He's looking for your badge. I don't know if you guys had pinned it on you. I think Sophia said she had it under her robes, but I don't know how the rest of you guys wore it.
I am not wearing it.
Well, he's basically looking for your badge.
Yes, I am.
You show it to him?
I do not.
Drinks here are reserved for guild members only, son.
Oh, yeah, I'm a guild member.
Well, do you have your badge? All guild members have a badge.
I do.
Would you show it to me?
Wow, so entrusting. I reach into my
Well,
pouch. And
yeah, okay.
I pull it out of my pouch and show it to him
Alright.
and put it away.
Wait, let me see that badge again.
Pull the badge back out.
He takes it from your hand, looks at it, he goes, Insport?
Yep.
Insport?
Yeah.
And he eyes you for a moment. He goes, All right. He hands you the badge back to you, and he reaches behind the counter, grabs you a glass, and takes out a dark-colored bottle, uncorks it, pours the does basically a perfect pour of you said wine, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect pour of wine, corks it, puts it back, and just passes you the glass, and he kind of still giving you like a weird look, and he kind of walks off. What do the rest of you guys do?
I'm gonna sip out the wine and just watch what everybody else is doing.
I'm gonna go sit next to Don and try and get the barkeep's attention without taking my hood off.
Well, the barkeep's actually walked out from the bar and into the crowd in the main hall. What about the rest of you guys?
I'm gonna take a seat on the other side of Don
Okay.
at the bar.
I'm gonna go stand by everybody else. What are
And,
we getting?
yeah. And Claudio's just kind of gonna walk around and take a look at what's going on there. He's not gonna wander too far away, but he's just kind of, watching people, trying to listen to some conversations. So the barkeep returns back from the crowd, and he's pointing to somebody else that's with him, and he's pointing back to you guys, and you don't see this other person from the angle you're at, and then he heads right back to the bar, and the person following behind him is, well, hold on, where's my description of the guy? I'm terrible at this, I'm sorry guys. I have it written here. Give me 1 second. I get so excited and I forget to get ready sometimes. Alright.
Easy to happen.
So, what you see is basically a 7-foot-tall, half-human, half-dragon with silver-colored scales, copper-green eyes, and wearing essentially like plate armor. And this guy's just coming around, and you could hear his footsteps. It's... And he walks up to the bar, and he's standing right by you guys, and goes, "Well, I'll be Insport Adventurers here in my guild hall."
I look over at Rob and I whisper, "Do you think you could take him if you had to?"
I don't know, but I'd take that bet.
Well. I thought that guild hall closed ages ago. I guess the rumors of that little dandy got himself a guild hall and got it up and running. Goodness. Well, my name's Tricatho, but everyone calls me Trey. How you doing? I'm the leader of the Merchants Guild, Merchants Rest Adventurers Guild. And I mean, this is a big dude. He's huge, with heavy ass armor on.
Hey, how you doing, Trey? I'm Don.
Nice to meet you, Don. And who are
Nice
the
to
rest
meet
of
you guys,
your
okay?
traveling companions here?
I am Zankus Riz Mulak Fuck of the Light. And I hold out my hand.
Zangus.
He reaches down. You like hold up a hand to like shake his hand?
Yeah.
He reaches down and basically like your whole hand can like grab one of his fingers, and he just extends one clawed finger at you and shakes your hand that way. It's like, that guy's cute. I see you, big boy, and he points over at Urok. I'm like, I don't see a lot of your kind around here. How you doing?
Doing okay. I'm gonna shake his hand, or at least hold my hand out.
He gives you a hearty handshake, and then he turns to Sophia and like, and who's this over here with her hood up? This is the guild hall. No need to be so shy.
Sophia shrugs, and as she puts her hand out to introduce herself, she pulls her hood back and she goes, Sophia.
Oh my! What a lovely little lady we got here. Well, welcome to my guild hall. And he extends his hand out to basically kind of, you know, show you the expanse of his guild hall and be like, this is my place.
Very, very impressive.
Thanks.
So, what's involved in getting transferred into your hall?
Well,
No, really.
now there's not a lot when it comes to transferring, as in that doesn't happen very often. We'll have to.
I'm looking to sign up for this hall. I'm not part of the other one.
What? You're not?
Yeah, where do I sign?
Reginald over here told me he saw you guys have badges.
I don't think he saw my badge. I don't have. He didn't see mine, did he?
Well, he didn't quite say. But we can get in touch with old Delisle up there in Insport, and we'll just check the records. But
Oh no, Zankus, he didn't see yours at all. You had yours hidden real well.
Oh, okay.
well then, no need to hide your badges here. We're all adventurers in the Adventurers Guild. Any case, what can I do for you? You guys came all the way down here from Insport. What brings you to town?
Well, we got sent down here on some sort of assignment. Something about brigands and the mines.
Oh, the mines. Yeah, we actually sent a group down there a couple days ago. I haven't heard back from them. You said brigands?
Well, we kind of assumed. There's a problem in the Merchants Guild mine.
Well, yeah, there was some issue with the mines a couple of days ago. A job came across our desk, and we sent a couple people down. Usually takes them a couple of days to resolve the issue, but I haven't heard back from them in a bit. Not gonna get too worried about my people. They're professionals, you know. But if I don't hear back from them soon enough, maybe I'll send a couple people to check them out.
So wait, I'm confused. Does the Merchants Guild usually like contract out to multiple adventurers guilds?
Well, the Merchants Guild sends out jobs to the Adventurers Guilds, and the Adventurers Guilds replies to these jobs. We're all one guild, we just have different branches.
Okay.
Why were we sent down here when you had already sent somebody to do the job?
Well, what job are you here to do?
To go solve the problem with the mine.
No, I would have heard if another guild took up the job for that.
Sophia pulls out the paperwork that what's his name had given her.
Delisle.
Yeah. On that paperwork, there's information about bandits on the road between Merchant's Rest and Farmer's Hollow. There is also a secondary job about the mines to the south of Merchant's Rest.
So this is the paperwork he gave us.
Trey takes a look, and is like, it looks legit. Yep, there's the job for the mines, but, right, the bandits. Well, I guess you guys came down here to take care of the bandit issue then, huh? And he hands the paperwork back to Sophia.
She puts it back in her bag and pulls her hood up again.
Well, regarding the bandits, you can talk to the Merchants Guild rep over at the tavern. She might be able to give you some more information about that. We don't, let's just say that we've opted out of that job.
Is there a reason for that?
Nope. Nothing
Thought the look on your face, I can tell that there is, and I'd appreciate it if you tell me about it.
There's a conflict of interest a bit with that job. Let's just say that things are a bit more complicated than we like it to be when it comes to those bandits.
The bandits aren't Adventurer Guild members, are they?
There might be a few rogue members.
Oh, so you mean any more?
And we are not really allowed to talk about it. Right?
Oh, so they're not members anymore.
Trey is kind of giving you a hard look of like, let's shelve this conversation.
So, will we be given lodging here for the night before we set out tomorrow, or?
Oh yeah, no. Listen, you guys are part of the Adventurers Guild in general, so therefore you have lodgings here. Yeah, we'll find you a room.
Huh. Well, I guess let's go over to the Merchants Guild and see what they want, and then I guess, yeah, that sounds right?
Yep.
Sounds good to me. I'm not even involved.
Could I have a cup of coffee to go, please?
Reginald, give the little lady a cup of coffee. And the bartender gets you a cup of coffee.
And I'll take a glass of wine.
And Trey
I've
points to
never
Reginald.
seen
Like,
someone drink so much coffee before.
It is the nectar of the gods.
Reginald gets you your coffee and your wine. You guys want anything else?
No, let's take our drinks and bounce. To go cups.
Woo. Yeah, woohoo! Oh, can I have a handful of nuts?
Yeah, Reginald finds you some nuts.
Wow, man, you just met the guy.
Yeah, well.
So you guys head out of the guild hall, and you travel down the road, and you find yourself at the. Basically, Trey gives you directions as to where to go to find the inn where the Merchants Guild rep is, and he tells you that her name is Jessup Odger, and just tells you to ask for her when you reach the inn. So you guys get there, get in the inn. What do? The inn is, just to give you a description, it's not a bad inn. It's about middle tier, decently furnished, looks clean. There's
Like
a
a
small
3-star?
tavern down there. Yeah, like a 3-star.
But Jessup is the Merchants Guild.
Jessup, yes.
And what's the name of the inn?
The inn is the Laughing Horse.
All right. Yeah. So, who wants to go to the Holiday Inn?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll wait out here for a minute.
Do you guys? I assumed you guys had entered the inn, but I guess you didn't.
Well, I'm gonna wait at the door.
Gotcha.
Sophia will go in.
Okay.
I'll follow.
All right.
I'll do the same.
Sipping my wine.
Okay. Very good.
And I will follow in Urak.
Okay. So, you guys come inside. It is like I said, it's a 3-star inn. It's decently furnished. Doesn't look dirty. There's people milling about. There's a tavern in the main lobby area, the main floor. Um, what do you guys do? Who do you approach? Who do you want to talk to?
I'm gonna go up to the bar, I guess, and ask to speak with Jessup.
Okay. The barkeep nods and heads over to the far side of the bar, and he approaches a uh, middle-aged woman with blonde, tight curls. Who appears to be fit and fairly attractive, and he points at you guys. She nods back at him, and she leaves her position, heads towards you, and she goes, "I heard you're looking for me. May I ask you who you people are?"
Well, I am Sophia and my friends, and we were asked by the Adventurers Guild in Insport to come and speak with you regarding a issue you're having with brigands.
"Oh, you're here to deal with the bandits on the road. Goodness, I didn't think anyone would reply to that, considering the difficulty with the current guild in town. So what do you know so far? What have you been told about this?"
Not very much. Basically, just that we would speak to you and you would give us the details of the job.
Okay. Well, here's the situation. There's a band of bandits out there. They've been raiding shipments from Farmer's Hollow here to Merchant's Rest and vice versa. It looks like they've been striking out somewhere near the Crossgroves. Now, rumor has it that it's the Black Eyes gang, led by the half-orc Black-Eyed Vothug. And Vothug, rumor has it, used to be the second command of the Merchant's Rest Adventurers Guild, but that sodded Dragonborn Trakatho, whatever his possible to pronounce name is, he denies Vothug's involvement with the guild.
Okay.
So, what we're asking for you guys to do is to find Vothug and, well, bring him to justice, one way or another.
Mm-hmm. And, is there any way you would pay more for it?
Let's just say you'll earn the bounty either way.
Very well. I think this seems pretty straightforward.
I actually got a question.
Yes, and may I ask who you are? I got the little lady's name.
Oh, I apologize, and I make a fancy bow and hold out my hand. I am Don Kinnison. It is my absolute pleasure to meet you, Madam Jessup.
And she does just she nods in your direction, acknowledging your fancy bow. Very nice to meet you, Don.
The pleasure is all mine. So my question is this. You are, I guess, you're high up in the Merchants Guild, is that right?
I'm a representative of the guild here at Merchant's Rest.
Okay. So, is this common for you to hire members of the Adventurers Guild to go kill people for you? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not from here. I'm not real good with the guild system and the structure. I just joined.
Let's just say when people go towards the side of crime, we would prefer to have them brought in to face the tribunal's justice.
Oh, okay. So there's not like, oh, all right. So the Adventurers Guild is just like a poor name for, you know, I guess we're more vigilantes.
No,
Is that what I signed up to do? Do we go like, but you're definitely paying us to go kill people.
we're paying you to get a job done.
Get the job done, and if we can capture him and bring him back for justice, that's all the better. If he unfortunately does not come quietly, and things escalate, then that happens sometimes. But preferably to bring him in to face his justice at the magistrate.
Oh no, I totally saw the wink, wink, nudge, nudge there. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
No,
I'm trying to figure out what my job is here, because I talked to Delisle, and that guy, he's something.
Well, what your job here is to bring Black-Eyed Vothug to justice. If preferably you can bring him alive so he can face tribunal's justice, that would be preferred. However, if the Black-Eyed Vothug decides to not come quietly, so be it.
Okay, so we're law enforcement. Got it. All right.
The Adventurers Guild is whatever the Adventurers Guild needs to be for the client's purposes. At this
So,
point in time, we need you to be an extension of the law.
Okay. And
What does this person look like?
She takes stock of you at this point in time, and eyes you up and down, Orak. And she goes, I hate to say it, darling, but he looks a bit like you. I'm sorry. Half-orcs, they all kind of look the same to me.
Wow, that is some straight up racist shit.
We don't... Yeah, I don't like to admit it, but it is. I mean, that's what I've heard. I'm sorry, darling. I don't mean it. No offense.
All right. Well, tell us where the last time anybody saw this guy was, and we'll go take care of it.
Hold on. The last known attacks came from the Crossgrove about a day's ride out towards the east. And she pulls out a little compact map she has. So I will show it to you guys. And I will also get rid of that. So you can see that the areas that's basically labeled the Crossgrove. Yeah. And she points at it and goes, yeah, this was the last... This is where most of the attacks have occurred.
Would you happen to have a caravan heading that way, leaving tomorrow?
We can make some arrangements to have a wagon take you in that direction, but at this point in time, the most goods transportations have been extremely limited due to the Black-Eyed Gang's activities in the Crossgrove.
And surely we can arrange for this wagon to look as if it's carrying goods and we are merely security details?
Jessup smiles at you and goes, I like where your mind's at. I'll go ahead and make those arrangements.
Thank you.
mind telling me where you're staying this evening?
It's my understanding that we were to be given lodging at the Adventurers League. Um, from what I keep forgetting his name, damn it. Delisle told us.
Oh,
Yeah, Trey said they got a room for us.
okay. Very well. I'll have a courier out to you this evening with information about where to meet up with the wagon for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you don't mind, I have some other matters to attend to. And she nods towards you guys in a friendly manner, and then turns and heads out back towards the other end of the bar, where she meets up with another gentleman that has been waiting there patiently for her to return, and she returns the discussion with him.
I turned to Sophia and Zankis. So, did you guys know that we were assassins?
I don't think we're assassins per se. I think that we are,
We're security detail.
yeah.
Well, nah. Security details like protect things. These guys specifically want us to go and like find somebody, and there was definitely I wouldn't call it an undertone because
Don,
overtone?
it's law
No,
enforcement.
Yeah, law enforcement. We should bring him alive if we can.
She very clearly says she would prefer we brought him in alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Wink,
mean-
wink.
Sometimes you guys are a little squishy, you little.
I can make him come back.
It's unnerving.
That was creepy as hell, man.
Why?
As you guys are having this discussion, Claudio's actually taken a position near the hearth and started playing for the crowd, and people are, they're enjoying his music. Because clearly this inn apparently didn't have a bard or anyone singing, so he's just, doing his thing there. What do you guys do?
Let's
Yeah. Doesn't trust Claudio.
go back to the guild.
Okay.
All right.
Do you guys,
Claudio.
I don't know what you guys want to do, but that's what I'm doing.
hey,
I think we should stay together.
what are you guys doing? Sorry, I'm just practicing my trade here. I can't find a voice for Claudio, so I'm just gonna pretend I sound like Chris.
We're
We're,
all gonna go back to the inn, I think.
We're going back to the guild. If you
Guild, yeah, that.
You know
Don't
what?
we have to get, what's his face here? Memberfied?
Urak, you mean?
Yeah, she's pointing to Iraq, but she's not
Question.
saying his name.
Urak, are you a member of the Adventurers Guild?
I am not. How much was it sign up on that crap?
Well, if you give me 5 gold.
You know, I've met you just recently, and I already know that's a bad idea.
I'm
it's
just
never a bad
joshing with you.
Five
But no, seriously. I don't know what it is here. We got paid.
Yeah.
They paid us to join. But I've gotten a very strong impression that that's because Delisle is running that place into the ground real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was a very nice man. And I really liked his wife. She made excellent coffee.
Delisle? I think Delisle was single.
I think you have your Delisles confused.
I think I might. I thought it was Delisle whose wife was the half-orc.
Oh, you're talking about the bartender.
Yeah, no, that was the bartender.
Oh. Okay.
You all are a strange bunch.
You
I'm-
don't know the half of it. All right,
So do you guys head back
Yeah.
to the guild hall?
we're going back to the guild.
Alright.
Yep.
Claudio lets you guys know that he's gonna hang around here at the tavern a little bit just to keep doing some live practice, and he says he'll get back to the guild hall later that evening.
Have fun.
So you guys head back to the guild hall, which I put out this map, and then I'm gonna switch over to the other thing because I should have just moved there. There you go. So you guys,
And I'm gonna go sign up.
all right. So you guys return to the guild hall. Urok asks to sign up. He goes through. There's a whole thing with paperwork, whatever, but you're signed in. You put your name in the ledger. I don't have a badge for you for this guild hall, but I'll get one for you. And yeah,
I
so
want
what
to
do
try
you?
and re-sign up with this hall.
I'll figure out how to get that happening for you. But in the meantime, what do you guys do?
Uh, yeah. Trey, you got a minute to talk?
Trey looks up and goes, "Well, for any adventure, yeah, I got all the time. What do you need, my buddy?"
Well, well, first, what's the deal with Insport?
Insport? Well,
Yeah.
Insport used to be, Insport used to be one of the most bustling cities in all of Gildemir. Lots of ships used to come in there. Lately, the trade isn't going so much through the sea as it's coming cross land here on the Merchants Highway. So when the trade stopped coming in via ship, Insport kinda didn't do so well. And the Adventurers Guild there, well, they used to be quite bustling until until that thing happened with with the old guild leader, Puncher.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess they're dead, and Delisle's in charge now, and he's okay.
Puncher's dead?
I don't
Did
know.
Delisle kill him?
Wait.
What? No.
Who?
Puncher?
You people,
No, the issue with Puncher was that he married that orc woman.
He ran the guild?
Yeah. I heard he's now the bartender. And I don't know what happened to my southern drawl, but I'll try to find it again.
That bartender? No, he seemed like a nice enough guy.
Yeah, Puncher Pembrose. He was one of the best, one of the greatest adventurers of all time here in Gildemir. And then,
Wow.
he met his woman. And, well, people didn't take kindly to that, and, stuff happened, and
Did he get hit in the head a couple times?
Puncher? He was famous
Yeah.
for it.
Makes sense.
Oh, that explains it.
Makes sense.
Sophia puts her hands on her hips and turns to Don and goes, "She is a very nice woman."
Very nice. Absolutely,
Seriously,
yes.
Olumfa's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Wonderful coffee. Do you make coffee like that here in the mornings?
Oh, we only brew Orquish coffee here.
Wonderful.
Okay, Delisle wasn't okay. He wasn't real clear. Are there any rules or things that we're going to have to do or not do?
Listen, I'm still trying to find that fucking southern drawl again. What the hell happened?
Is there like a thou shalt not attack other guild members type rule or anything like that?
When a guild member goes rogue, listen, when a guild member goes rogue, we don't like having to deal with that, but if it comes to it and we have to, if they don't come peacefully to face the law, And Trey's kind of struggling, like, what are we gonna do? I I really hate going that way because I care about each and every single one of these guys and gals. But when they turn against us and what we provide them, let me tell you, it's a slap in the face.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, if somebody hasn't gone rogue,
If it hasn't gone rogue, what's the
like, what are the rules? Are we
He's
Like-
asking if I can punch him.
might have had something to do with it?
punch who?
Him. And she points to Don. He likes it rough.
No, I don't. That's
All
the
right,
point.
whatever you guys do in private time is your thing.
Okay, if you're not helping me out here, man.
I mean,
is
I
there a
don't
code of
could-
conduct
listen.
or anything.
Adventurers, they fall in love all the time. You guys are on the road a lot. These things happen. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, she is gorgeous. Have you seen her? You're lucky.
Better looks at her
Very.
than you have.
I mean,
Um,
seriously.
So
Hey,
I'm
listen.
gonna walk up at this point. I didn't know
Wait.
you guys were a couple.
Yeah. Wait, what?
No, I'm married.
Oh, to Don?
No.
Oh, you guys are married.
Yeah.
No, to the dragon I woke up with after getting drunk.
You
You're married
what?
to a dragon?
Take my wife, please. All right.
At this point, Trace is kind of standing up and he's just staring at Sophia like, you what with a what?
Long story.
Wait. Are
I
you
am
his
willing to
mother?
hear this.
Wait, you're his mother?
What?
What?
That's what Don just said.
This is how half
What?
dragons happen.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's racist.
Not us.
No, not you, him. He points over at Don.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. What is this? No wonder the Insport Adventurers Guild almost closed. You guys are, I mean, jeez.
I take off my fancy hat.
Ooh. Oh, man. You know what? I'm not one to judge. I know how it feels like to be an outcast. Look at me. There's not a lot of us around here. I'm sorry about that.
Sorry about what?
The whatever.
I
Just
don't get it.
all
In
of
other
you are
words,
welcome
he wants to
here,
make sure that-
no
he
matter
wants
where
to
you
make
come
sure-
from.
He
See?
wants to make sure that nobody's going to start hitting him in the league, in the guild hall. You know, when he comes down and he hasn't gotten.
Am I gonna get into a fight for having pointy horns?
No,
All right, that's all I want to know.
Don, look at
I
me.
mean, unless you stab someone.
And he's
with them.
like pointing at himself, like I am a silver-scaled half-man dragon. Come on.
Maybe
Come
a dragon.
on.
Maybe just a dragon.
Just a baby dragon man.
Tell you what, we got lots to do tomorrow. I appreciate all your help, Trey. That definitely didn't take way longer than it should have to get to the point. You have a wonderful evening.
You two, hit your room is up the stairs, like 5th door on the right.
Christ, I
I'll
can't
find
believe
my southern drawl eventually.
how the hell did I wind up an assassin? All right, let's go.
Could I have
Good
a
night,
second
guys.
room, please?
We only have one room available for the evening at this point. The hall's kind of filled up.
So
Yeah, it's you and me, Sophia. Everybody else is down here. Let's go.
Nope, there's 4 cots. Well, 5. You had a 5th guy, right? Where'd he go?
Did we? Where'd he go?
I think he's stealing everyone in the inn's secrets.
Yeah.
Or, just playing music and making some money.
Well, at least he's not stealing my secrets now.
Gotcha. Well, there'll
Wait,
be.
you guys, how did you get? How did? Nobody was supposed to know that.
You know what?
What?
My marriage. Shit.
You guys have a
Yeah,
wonderful
you and Don are
evening.
married, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Trey
well,
just kind of gets up and walks over to another table, eager to leave this conversation.
I just trudge my way up to the room and drop into a bed.
Isn't it like, mid-afternoon?
Yeah, it's midday.
That's fine.
Okay. What about the rest?
He's a really lazy one, isn't he?
Oh, you have no idea. You didn't see him sleeping when we were patrolling and guarding and all that stuff.
Nah, I was too busy working.
I
So what?
need the hints during the poker game.
So what do you guys end up doing? Don has decided to call it an evening at like 2 in the afternoon. What about the rest of you guys?
Sophia's gonna go and get another cup of coffee. This time with like a shot of some hard liquor in it.
Okay. Reginald at the bar will provide that for you. Zankus.
I'll go get a drink at the bar,
Okay.
hang around, and see what everyone else is going to be up to.
And Urak.
I guess I'll also go to the bar.
Alright. Alright, you guys are going to the bar. You guys are hanging out, having drinks. And, approaching the bar from the guild hall itself, is a pair. One is she appears to be human, about 6 feet tall, ruggedly handsome, wearing a hooded cloak and what looks like some traveling leathers. And the other is a figure that I don't know if any of you have seen one before. She has obsidian-colored skin with a vitreous luster to her, almost looking like her skin's made out of glass. Her hair is silver in color, as are her eyes. She is extremely beautiful, and she's wearing these very kind of very loose chiffon robes. What's up?
She an Esmer?
No, she has pointy ears. Looks very. I think you guys will be familiar with elves, but you may not be familiar with this kind of elf.
Do they generally have this stigma about them being evil?
Let's do some Dungeons and Dragons in here. Let's go ahead and roll. I think. Would this be a history check? Yeah. Roll some history. See if you recognize what kind of elf she is. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, you very much recognize this kind of elf. You've heard of them before. They go by certain names. Most people call them drow, but I think they prefer to be called dark elves. So, this couple approaches the bar, and basically they kind of split up and they flank you guys on either side, and the gentleman speaks up first and goes, "Oi, haven't seen you guys around here. Name's Morgan Dykstra. I'm a ranger here, part of the guild. And where are you guys hailing from?"
Insport.
Insport. He looks up to his dark elf companions like, "Oh, so the rumors are true. Insport's guild is still open." And the dark elf has a smirk on her face, looking back at her companion, and he goes, "So, have you heard? Is Puncher still there?"
Oh yeah, he's married to the half-orc.
Oh, oh, good. He's still there, and he's still with the Lumpha. I'm happy. So, what brings you guys down here, all the way from Insport?
Money, adventuring, the job, that stuff.
Well, good enough reasons to come down here. And the dark elf addresses you, Zankas, and goes, "I'm gonna try to find a unique voice for this. It's kind of melodious, but in a odd, kind of discordant way. It's weird." And she goes, "What kind of job?"
That is our business.
Yep, none of your business.
"Are you members of the Merchants Guild? If you are, then it's all the Merchants Guild's business what job you're on."
Nope, we're members of the Adventurers Guild.
Did I say Merchants Guild or Adventurers Guild?
You said
said
merchant
merchant.
guild.
I'm gonna get them all confused. Adventurers Guild business, blah blah blah. It's the same business for everybody. So, all right. Yeah, but if you
Sophia wants to stand up and kind of sniff the elf.
okay, uh, the elf looks amused and goes, "Oh, sweetie, there's time enough for that later. But let's get introductions out of the way. The name's Zeala." And she reaches out a hand to you, Sophia.
Do I get a like?
If you want to do a sense thing, you roll the
Yeah.
sense. What do you?
I wanna roll.
What are you trying to do?
I wanna. I guess insight. I kind of wanna get a gist on: is this person evil? Like everything that she
Okay.
knows about Drow is that they're evil. She's heard stories that some aren't, but she's just
Roll insight.
okay.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay.
God damn.
Okay,
Wow.
how the hell am I doing
All right.
that?
You're not
Yeah,
allowed
you
to get in
guys,
combat tonight.
you're gonna run out of those eventually.
Yeah,
Um.
I'm not gonna have good rolls anytime when we're in combat from now on.
So.
Yeah, well,
Two things. One, I'm going to include the sniffing as part of that insight. She smells like something you've never smelled before, almost intoxicating, really. Secondly, no, you get the vibe that she's curious, but she's not. She doesn't come off as an evil person. She's just innately curious about the new people that just rolled into the guild that are now saying they have a job that they don't want to share, despite the fact that you are all in the same adventurers guild. Doesn't matter what branch you're in, you're part of the same guild.
Okay. So when she introduces herself, I pulled my hand out and, Sophia, you smell enchanting.
And
Takes a nice breath again.
you let me know how Sophia does this, but I'm assuming Sophia still has her hood up, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Zayala very smoothly reaches out to like pull your hood back. Do you stop
Okay.
her?
She has her eyes closed and she's not really paying attention to anything but the divine smell.
Alright, so she pulls your hood back and she goes, "And you are a vision to behold." And at that, she lets go of your hand.
And Sophia's eyes open and she goes, "Oh," and she kind of pulls her hood up real quick and sits back down.
There's no reason to hide such beauty, dear.
It causes more trouble than I can live with sometimes.
Let's get together later and discuss it when you have free time. And then she looks up towards her ranger partner Morgan, and then just nods to go back. Nods her head towards the back, to the din of everything else happening. He nods, and they both bid you adieu and walk back into the crowd.
Sophia just turns to Uruk and Zenko. She smells so good.
Okay.
You elves are so weird.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys do for the rest of the day?
I figure we should probably gather some information about these bandits, like how large of a force they are, maybe?
Okay.
You know the best way to do that? Let's go shopping and see what the merchants have to say.
I mean, they are the ones getting robbed. That's not that bad of idea.
All right. So you guys wish to head over to basically check out what the merchants are saying and stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Should we leave Don, or should I drag him?
No, we can leave him. We'll pick him up nice and fat.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so you guys... quick question for Rob's character then. You said you have been here several times. You are somewhat familiar enough with the city to direct our crew, correct?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with that. So Uruk will play out as your guide to the city. You leave the Adventurers Guild Hall, and he'll direct you to the Merchants' Quarter first, which is where you guys rolled in with the caravan, since that will be the most direct link to the Merchants Guild itself. So you head over to the Merchants' Quarter area, which is basically a series of large buildings. One of them is basically like a storage warehouse where the caravan had came into before, where there's people milling around, there's carts getting unloaded, and there's some carts getting loaded up for travel over to areas not necessarily in the direction where the bandits have been striking. What do you guys do? There's a couple offices there. There's a couple people milling about. There's some personnel in some clerks' offices. You let me know what you guys want to do.
Shop fronts, stores.
Not in this particular area. This is more for the transportation of goods and services to other areas in the region. If you want to go to an area where there's shopkeepers, it's basically any of these areas are listed as craftsmen. These would be where the shops are.
Yeah, so if we go south by the ones by the gates, those probably be the most frequented ones, probably.
I'm just thinking, shopkeepers tend to talk when they think you're going to spend a lot of money. So, shall we go shopping?
Yeah, I mean it's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do.
All right, let's go shopping.
Okay.
I noticed you said think you're going to spend a lot of money. We're going to try on everything. We are going to look for hats by the dozen for Dawn. We might buy 1 or 2 items, but we're mainly there for information mining while we try everything on.
Okay.
Okay.
With that having been said, Uruk directs you guys towards the Craftsman District. Well, there's a couple of them, but takes you over here where there's predominantly clothes and trinket shops and baubles and things like that. You won't necessarily find arms and armors here. That's another area, but this is for clothing that ranges from work clothes to fine clothes for the evening, ballroom stuff, you name it. So, what do you guys do? What order of shops? How do you want to do things? Are we doing a montage?
Yeah, let's just
Montage!
we'll start at the men's hats and we'll work our way up to ladies' bags.
Okay. So you guys come up to is it a hattery? We'll just call it a hattery. I don't know what the term is.
A haberdashery.
Thank
If
you.
it's
I
men's
knew
hats,
someone
anyway.
knew it. A haberdashery.
Only if it's men's hats.
Oh. Well, alright. So you come to a haberdashery, men's hats. Everything from caps to medieval style fedoras to friggin' swashbuckler hats with feathers and all that shit coming out of it. It's an all-purpose haberdashery you've come to. There is a elderly man behind the counter. As you guys walk in, he greets you, come from behind the counter and goes, "Oh, welcome to my haberdashery. My name is Carl, and I'm. Just let me know what I can help you with."
We're looking for some hats, Carl.
Obviously, since you're in my haberdashery, what kind of hats are you looking for?
Now, out of game, I just want to confirm with John, what kind of hat does John wear?
Here, let me pull up a photo of something similar. Da, 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 da.
What the? Have I not been charging this entire time? Oh boy. Hold on. This might go bad.
No.
I'm looking for a good shot of a Tudor cap.
It's sad I know what you're talking about, John.
Of course you do. You're in the fucking SCA. Here we go. If I do this, how big is this image link going to be? Oh, that's not bad. That's fine. Last time I tried to copy an image link from Google, it was a mess.
I remember that. Okay. All right. So, Sophia goes to the shopkeeper and she points to several different hats. Can you kind of smush them into the same hat? I like the flare on that one and the feather on that one. And I like that material.
Oh, very well, dear. I will gladly put that together for you. Give me
Now-
one moment.
Do you need him to be here to size it properly?
I would need his measurements, yes. It would make
he's
things
got
a
like
little
Or
bit
you can just
easier.
make it really big and floppy.
Yeah. Can you size it to Barack only a bit smaller?
I don't know. Don has a big head. It might be the same size.
Yeah.
Yeah, the horns do.
Kind of like a lopsided melon.
He's looking at you like listening to this conversation like, what? Is this gentleman you wishing to purchase that? Is he? Does he have unusual? Is his head of unusual size?
He has some rather unique protrusions.
He's got horns.
Horns?
Uh,
Huh. Right. Well, let me see what I can do. I'll get something put together. I'll see if I can get it done today. And he takes, I'm assuming, the couple hats that you pointed out, and starts to bring it to the back behind the counter and starts to work on something here and there, and finagle it. And he goes, yeah, I should have it ready for you by the end of the day today. Will you like to pay now or later?
Oh, we should pay now. Yes, because we are leaving early in the morning to see about those brigands that are. Do you think it would stand up if we managed to find them and bring them to justice?
I don't. I mean, I've heard of the rumors and the stories about the brigands on the road. Are you here to take care of that?
Oh, we hope to.
Alright. Well, I don't know too much about it. Honestly, the road out east that goes towards Farmer's Hollow is, usually what comes down that way is, produce and livestock, which is what was mostly been attacked. So maybe.
That is terrible. These brigands are trying to starve the city?
Well, that's one theory. Another theory is that they just don't like vegetables. But what do I know? I'm a haberdasher.
so they were attacking innocent vegetables?
But they are also. You said that they were attacking livestock.
Well, there's meat and livestock that comes in from Farmer's Hollow, and then also from Foxdale, which comes down that route. But mostly, they've been attacking the grain caravans from Farmer's Hollow.
Sir, do you know which merchant deals with the grain caravans?
Ah, an excellent question. You would actually find them, and everyone has a map of the city here, and he shows you that it's the, actually it's over here, the one that has the large open plaza here near the administration area. And goes, this is where you'll find the, literally the farmer's market.
Thank you so much. How much do we owe you for the hat?
Let's see. Materials, resizing, a feather. We'll have it at 50 silver.
Very well. And Sophia gives the man 50 silver.
Okay. I'll have it delivered to your residence. Where are you staying?
The Adventurers Loop.
Okay, the guild hall. Very well. I will have a gentleman. I'll have a courier deliver it to you by this evening. May I have your name, please?
Sophia.
Sophia.
Well, isn't it for
first and
Don?
last name?
Shouldn't we put his name down?
Well, we want to actually give it to Don. We don't want it to be delivered and have him think that some random god is giving him hats.
Yeah, you
Why
don't want to
would
confuse
anyone
people
think
like
that?
that.
You are some weird people.
Okay, Sophia at the Adventurers Guild Hall. You don't happen to have a last name, do you? Or a surname?
Stormlord.
Stormlore? Okay. That's gonna be a bit
Oh, is that
easier.
the dragon's name?
No. Why would I have a dragon's name?
You married one.
The
Ron's not a
haberdasher,
dragon.
the haberdasher chooses to ignore this conversation since it's getting too weird for him. And he
I'm
turns
gonna
to keep
start
working
kind
on
of
the
just
hat.
pushing them out the door. Let's go, guys.
Okay.
So to the other side of the administration. Let's go that way.
Alright.
Yeah, more shopping, right?
Was looking forward to trying on dresses, but buying grain is a good idea also.
I mean, it's a farmer's market. There's also other food.
True. Oh, maybe we can find some nice olives.
Oh, our homemade cheese or some bacon.
I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys take the most direct route to basically the farmer's market next to admin. And that whole place it's filled with people. Lots of people shopping. It's lots of people shopping, but some of the not markets, they're like stalls. Yeah, some of the stalls are like not shuttered up, but some of them are empty. And the ones that have goods, you can see some people arguing at a couple of these stalls with the shopkeepers or the stall keepers there. But there's a lot of bustle, a lot of stuff going on here. You have like several stalls that are like it's mostly grains, and then the rest is some of them are like, oh hey, there's a guy selling chickens and a guy selling eggs, and then there's someone that has a couple of cows in a pen, and someone has got some sheep, and then there's also like a butcher in the area. So yeah, it's basically like a farmer's market that has a butcher, and like a deli-like area where there's someone selling milk and cheeses and stuff like that.
Is there anybody selling olives?
Let's do a... Would this be an investigation to find out someone selling olives? Let's just
I
do
call it perception.
perception.
Not
Yeah,
that big of a deal.
we'll do a perception roll on this one.
Perception. This is going to be a terrible roll. Yep.
Yeah. No, you can't. You cannot discern what goods are being sold. At least when it comes to grains, fruits, vegetables. Yeah, you can't really. You can't discern a pepper from a potato. It's like, I don't know what these are.
Okay.
So yeah, you can't find an olive merchant there.
Alright.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
It's okay.
Welcome
Just to
back.
recap, you guys are at the farmer's market. Sophia is looking for olives. She cannot find them.
She's walking around and she's calling the potatoes peppers, and
Yeah.
the peppers green beans, and
Yeah.
she probably
She's-
passes a couple of olive dealers and calls them pickles.
So I'm just gonna point the things out and tell you what they are to make this go a little smoother. I'm surprised you don't know what vegetables are.
I am
Yeah. Uruk knows his, like, he's so good. Like, maybe at one point he could have been a farmer. But he's like, yeah, he's pointing out everything. He's like, then these are grown from this season as that season. the best pick there. And it's like, you want Vidalia onions. Those are the ones you want. Yeah, so he's assisting you and directing you to what's the good produce, what to look out for, things like that. Heck, he's like, that's you don't
Hey,
want
good
that
food
cow.
is
You
worth
want a
it.
Jersey cow.
I agree.
So, yeah.
All right. So as we're walking around and Uruk is describing the various produce to me, I want to keep my ears open for what the shopkeepers are muttering regarding, to see if anybody mentions the brigands or the whatever they're called.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna slowly corral us towards the grain guys so we can just talk to them up straight up about it.
Okay. So let's resolve this in one of two ways. Let's go ahead and actually, so Sophia, what you do here is the people arguing with some of the merchants. The arguments are predominantly about how high the cost of a lot of the goods are, and the merchants basically retorting, saying, if our goods weren't being ransacked off the road every so often, we would have more goods and therefore the prices wouldn't be so high. And so there's a consensus around, based off of the arguments that you hear, that the people are a little upset that something hasn't been done with these bandits, and that they're really, really causing an inflation of prices on the grains and goods here in the farmers market. Uruk, you wanted to approach people and talk to them directly about it?
Well, they did say grains were the ones that got jacked the most. I figure we can find one of those merchants and talk to them about shipments.
Okay.
See where they get jumped at,
You do approach a stall where one of these heated arguments is going on, and the customer walks off grumbling with his sack of flour, mumbling something under his breath about like, they need to do something about them bandits, and he walks off. And the merchant is, doesn't seem to be. I don't want to say he's not terribly upset, but he's upset that he had an argument in front of everyone. But he's happy to have the coin that he's gotten so far. What do you do? What do you say?
Hey, Sophia, you should talk to this guy. You don't look like you'd end up robbing him. It'd be better if you do it.
Okay. I walk up to the guy and I'm looking around and I'm going, which one is corn? Corn.
You're looking for corn?
Yes.
We have corn right over here. And he points over at a tray in the stall and goes, we have the finest corn in all of Gildemere. They're coming down from Farmer's Hollow.
Oh, that's wonderful. I was under the impression that we weren't getting any shipments from Farmer's Hollow due to those darn brigands.
The bandits, they made it hard for us to get our shipments. Not every shipment makes it here. This was the second to last shipment we've gotten. Right now, it's caused the price to go up, unfortunately, but we have to charge this much just due to the scarcity of the corn.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Supply and demand. If you don't have product to supply, then people demanding it, they're going to have to pay the people that do.
Exactly. Some people here don't understand that. And until the roads are cleared of bandits, well, it's just going to cause more problems and the prices will keep going up. Unfortunately, we might even run out of goods and go out of business, and we don't want that to happen.
That would be terrible.
Yeah.
Where on the road are they attacking? How far away? That's just terrible.
bandits are striking at the Crossgrove, about a day's ride out towards Farmer's Hollow.
Oh wow.
Crossgrove, it's a wooded area along the Merchant's Highway.
I see. I don't suppose there are any alternate routes that could be taken.
Sadly, there's only the one stretch of road that goes across the entire province.
Oh. How terrible. Someone should do something about those brigands.
Well, supposedly the call went out to the Adventurers Guild, but the guild here in Merchant's Rest, well, they haven't done anything about it. And we haven't heard from any of the other guild halls.
At this point, Sophia kind of moves the lapel of her cloak so that her pin shows. I think that I'll take a look at this tomorrow with my friends here. See if we can work something out.
I see. Well, hopefully you resolve this matter soon. Otherwise Merchant's Rest might end up starving, as will the rest of the region.
And that would be a terrible thing to happen.
Oh, that would be horrible.
It's terrible.
We do not want people to starve. We like good food.
Yes.
Are you sure that isn't barley?
No, it's corn.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, it's
lately.
definitely corn.
Like,
Yeah.
he picks it up and he starts to shuck it in front of you. He's like, no, this is what corn looks like. You put it in stew. You can put it into bread. Yeah, it's corn.
The green stuff was confusing me because corn's not green.
Well, no,
Were you raised in a cave?
yeah. I mean, friend said
no,
it. I didn't.
I was just rather sheltered.
That's an understatement.
How do I cook that?
And you could boil it. And you can shuck it and get the kernels off. I mean, there's plenty of ways to cook corn.
Shall we get some for our trip, guys? Corn is.
Oh yeah, corn is tasty.
Orok, your thoughts?
I'd go with the other corn over there, but yeah, let's get some corn.
Corn cooks well over a campfire?
Yeah, you could cook it on the fire.
Somewhat.
Okay.
How much corn are you looking to get? A bushel?
She turns to Uruk. What's a bushel?
Yeah, Uruk.
Just say yes.
Yes, a bushel. That works.
All right, I'll get you a bushel. That'll be 3 gold.
3 gold?
Prices are high because of bandits.
Oh, we'll come back after we've killed the bandits.
I'm just gonna walk away at that point.
Sophia.
That is outrageous.
Yeah,
That-
I'm gonna leave.
Well, let's just.
No wonder people are starving in this city.
Yeah, don't buy it, Sophia. It's a ripoff.
But
Okay.
it's good corn. You
It's
can
not
make
that
it into
good.
bread.
Can we find somebody selling coffee beans? Uruk?
It's
Do you see
even
anybody
more
selling coffee beans?
expensive.
Please tell me you're not gonna start eating coffee beans straight.
No.
No, you
You grind them up and then you put them at the bottom of the pot and you press them with the hot water and it makes coffee.
If you can find some, you can find some. I'm gonna go back to the guild hall. It's getting kind of late.
It is? What time is it?
It's probably mid to late afternoon. It's probably getting close to the closing time for a lot of places because it's getting like around 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening.
Okay. I'll just follow Uruk around.
All right.
Yep, I'll follow them back as well.
As soon as you walk away, the merchant just goes, "You'll be back for my corn. You'll see," and he just shakes the corn at you.
And that's how Children of the Corn starts.
So yeah, you guys return to the guild hall, and what do you guys do?
Is the hat there yet?
Yes. Courier shows up with the hat. You also have a courier from Jessup, who comes with a basically he's got a little portfolio for you, like a little satchel with information regarding the job at hand.
Okay.
Yeah, when they get back, I totally would have gone back down to the bar after an hour or two of being bored in the room.
Yeah, Don's at the bar. He's you drinking ale or wine?
Whatever they will serve me. If their wine is decent, I will be drinking wine.
The wine is decent.
Then yeah.
So yeah, you're at the bar. The rest of the gang shows up. Two couriers show up. One bringing a package, a box, round cylindrical box. Another one bringing a satchel. Looking for Sophia. Both of them are actually looking for Sophia.
I will accept the packages
Okay.
and tip the courier a silver piece each.
Excitedly, the couriers leave with their silver piece in hand. What else do you guys do?
When are we gonna go get the bandits?
I'm sitting drinking. Well, you guys were gone for a while.
Oh, here, Gun. And Sophia hands him the package. We went and bought you a hat.
You bought me a hat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Open it up. You shouldn't have.
Why?
He doesn't like it.
You don't like our hat?
Well, no, you see, the hat I wear was
What?
it was the only gift that was ever given to me
Well,
by
now you
my
have two
by my
gifts.
mother before she died,
Oh.
and she told me to keep it with me always,
And,
which is why I almost never take it off.
and you should keep it with you always, but this way you have a hat to wear during combat so that the hat that is precious to you from your mother does not get hurt.
I look
Oh,
over you. No, I'm totally fucking with you guys. That's not true at all. Yeah, that's actually really nice. Thanks. Take off the hat. Probably on the one they bought me.
At which Sophia punches him in the shoulder.
Ugh. Ow.
You take 2 points of damage. No, I'm just joking. The hat's a little. It's maybe a little big, since the what was his name? Carl? I think I called him Carl.
Oh yeah.
Since Carl, the haberdasher, basically had to guess, and since the rest of the gang had made mention that you had horny protrusions, he made it a little large just in case. So it fits, but it kind of droops a bit on the sides.
Oh, coral. Yeah, no, that fits. Yeah. Look, it gets an extra slant to it.
Yeah. Do you guys investigate the satchel from the other guy?
No, not yet. I put that in my bag.
Okay.
Tell them we'll look at that when we get upstairs.
Okay.
So yeah, what we did was we picked out different hats that we liked a little bit of each of them, and the guy made one hat out of the 3 different parts that we liked.
Oh, I've been drinking.
I figured.
What? So, all you did was get a hat? Thank you. I mean, not all, of course.
They
That's a very
wouldn't
impressive hat.
let me pay 3 gold for a bushel of wine. You know,
was
corn
far
has
too much
green
money.
around it. It comes with green stuff around it. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've
you
seen it in
don't
fields.
you don't eat the green stuff, Sophia.
Oh, then why does it have green stuff around it?
Because that's how plants grow.
Don, how does your wife not know what corn is?
Yeah.
Everybody knows what corn is. I mean, but why wouldn't you let her buy it?
Because it was 3 gold for a bushel.
Well, I don't
That's a
know.
lot.
Oh, of course it is.
You don't know much about pricing, do you?
I know lots about pricing. Things cost money.
They didn't bat an eye when I paid 50 silver for the hat.
It's a decent price for a hat.
Seems like you got a very good deal.
Yes. I still can't believe corn has green stuff around it. I want to look for the barkeep. Do you have any corn?
We can, yeah, we can cook some up for you.
Did you just order corn at the bar?
Without the green stuff,
That's
though, right?
a new one.
Oh, and some coffee, please.
Yeah.
With a large shot of that grain alcohol you gave me before.
Okay. Reginald gives you your souped up Orcish coffee, and he also goes into the kitchen and gets the cook to basically cook you up 3 ears of corn, and in like 10 minutes he comes out with a plate of corn and also slides a tray with some butter and a butter knife.
When I see him sliding over 3 things of corn, I look at him like, oh god, that's gonna be like a gold.
We have to pay for food here.
You guys are adventurers in the Adventurers Guild. Got you covered. And Reginald goes back to
Oh, awesome.
serving everybody else.
When Reginald walks away, I turn back to the group. Oh, holy crap, guys. They'll give us food for free. And corn. 3 hours. I mean, what? It'll be, probably about 20 to 30 ears of corn to a bushel, right? So, like, if we each got a thing, we could sell, like, yeah, that's... We could go out to the market and sell this stuff at a profit.
Why did you say I wanted a bushel of corn? I only wanted 4 ears.
Or we can kill bandits tomorrow and make more money.
But then people
Yes.
will try and stab us.
Yes, but can you imagine what that big dragon guy will do if he finds out you're selling his corn?
He would slap me on the back and tell me what a good job I did and congratulate me for creative thinking.
Or stab you.
Yeah, he might stab you a lot.
Trey? No.
Probably.
And from somewhere within the guild hall, you just hear a big booming voice. And the next time someone betrays me, I'm gonna run him through my sword, and I'm gonna follow that up with my frickin' ice breath.
Oh.
This conversation had nothing to do with your conversation. It just happened to pipe up at the right time.
Yeah, see? As long as we're not betraying them, it's fine.
That includes stealing things from the guild hall. We all share.
See?
Right? And as long as we ask for it and they give it to us, it's not stealing. So everything's fine.
You all are crazy. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, you do that.
Sophia is currently taking the knife and trying to cut the corn off of the cob. She's doing it very, very slowly and carefully. You're not going to share my corn?
I take an ear of corn and I just munch on it.
That's messy.
Oh, but it's so tasty. The only true way to eat corn.
Father would have killed me.
From
Wait, is your dad a dragon?
No? Why would you think that?
So just your husband?
Yes.
I thought you were a husband.
My father was a minister.
Oh.
So you're a
Hell
preacher's daughter.
examination and all of that stuff. Yep.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go back to my drink.
As you're attempting to dekernel the corn awkwardly, almost from out of nowhere, Zayala shows up and very, like, in the smoothest way possible, takes the corn from you with the knife and just, in smooth motion, gets all the kernels off.
As she leans over, I just take a big whip and close my eyes and go, ah.
And she goes, I saw you were having problems with this, so there you go.
Thank you.
And she turns around and looks at Don and notices his complexion.
I look her up and down very obviously.
She smells divine.
And she just smirks at Don, and then it's... How to describe her movement? It's almost like she floats. But she floats with like a swagger to her. And she kind of floats her way back into the guild hall.
As she's walking away just loud enough that she can hear, I look over at Sophie and go, you know, everybody says that all those drow are evil.
No, she smells too good.
And she stops and kind of says just loud enough for you to hear, and it's like, wouldn't you like to find out? And then slides into the crowd.
I think I'm in love. I follow her.
Alright, so he's gonna do that. Sophia, what are you gonna do?
She's gonna eat her corn.
Okay. Urak said he was gonna go to bed, right?
Yes.
And Rob, you might be muted. And
Sorry about that.
that's alright. So is that a yes for the bed?
Yep.
Zankus, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm sitting there messily eating corn
Okay.
next to,
Sophia?
yeah, Sophia.
Alright. So, we're gonna resolve Don's mission to look for love. So you follow Zayala back into the crowd?
As far as I can.
Alright. So Zayala takes a seat at a table with Trey and Morgan and a couple other adventurers. At this point, I don't think you've properly met Zayala or Morgan, so...
I've only met Trey.
Yes. So they're sitting there, like, being loud and jovial. Trey is, like, telling stories about other adventures and adventures that have come across his way, things like that. Morgan's listening intently. Zayala takes a seat. She gently brushes a hand on Morgan's shoulder and just sits down next to him. What do you do?
I walk straight up to the table behind Zayala. She takes her seat, and I look at Trey and say, Guildmaster, I've only been here a day, and I feel as though I have failed by not asking you to introduce me to this lovely creature. And I point to the drow lady I'm following.
Oh, Zayala here. Oh, this is Zayala Meltar. And Zayala turns to you kind of with a side-eye look, and she reaches her hand out to you.
I make a deep bow and take her hand and flourish my hat to the side.
Oh.
My lady Zayala, the name does not do your appearance justice.
Oh. An infernal one. Rare to see you here. Come, sit at our table. And Trey points at an open spot next to Morgan.
My smile just goes absolutely stiff when it is an absolute pleasure, and I just needed to know your name. Thank you. And I back away. Have a wonderful evening. We have places to be early. Put my hat back on and make my way back over to the bar.
All right. Yeah. She turns around to her companions, and they all start chuckling a little bit and continue their discussions of stuff, what they were doing prior to your arrival. And you return to the bar. And Sophia's still eating her corn. Zanka's eating his corn. There's one more ear of corn that has not been touched.
I look at Sophia and Zanka's infernal my ass. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Are you okay, then?
Oh, yeah, I'm great. I trundle my way up. I just kind of stomp towards the stairs, grumbling under my breath.
Wonder what called up his ass.
I don't know.
Okay, so what? The two remaining party members who have not gone to your collective room to sleep, what do you guys do?
I think it's time to turn in. Everybody else went to sleep.
Okay. I'm wide awake.
Okay, well, that's because you drink coffee. I'm gonna go to sleep.
I see.
And I go upstairs.
Sophia orders another cup of coffee.
Souped up?
Nah, just regular coffee, and she takes it upstairs.
Yeah, Reginald gives you two in a nice to-go cup. Medieval to-go cup. Yeah, and you guys... Alright, just to let you know, you guys are bunking up in a room with like 5 cots. So you guys, you guys already camped out with each other for at least 2 to 3 days, so you kind of know who snores and who doesn't at this point. So, does anyone have any issues with that, or you guys just go, yeah, we're gonna go to sleep and be fine with it?
Sophia's a little uncomfortable. She doesn't want to change until everyone else is asleep.
Okay.
So she just sits and starts reading the package from the courier.
Okay. So, to yourself, what you learn is that all the reports are, from what you've heard, match with what you've heard from the merchants and everything like that. That the gang is striking out at the Cross Grove, the forested region that the Merchants Highway crosses through. That they are not attacking every single caravan that passes through. That there seems to be a pattern to it. That they are mostly attacking grain and basically grain and vegetable stuff. They're not necessarily attacking any of the livestock shipments coming in from Foxdale. So it looks like it's definitely something with Farmer's Hollow that this gang might be targeting them for some reason or another. at times the caravans going out east towards Farmers Hollow might get struck, but not as often as the shipments coming from Farmers Hollow. And it looks like you guys are conveniently in the place and time for what might be the time frame for another strike coming up, based on the pattern that's been deduced. And that's all that the dossier says, except for the one thing that there is a bit of information on the supposed leader of the gang, Black-Eyed Vothug, who is known to be a half-orc. And there's some information stating that he may have been involved with the Adventurers Guild here in Merchant's Rest.
Okay.
But he may have left the auspices of the guild some time back, prior to his current career as a bandit.
Is there a sketch of him or something?
Yes, actually, there is a sketch. Rough-looking fella with orcish features. He's got something like these heavy-ass mutton chops coming in, balding, scars around like his left eye. Notes state that he is physically intimidating, and he's a scary guy, very scary guy.
Okay.
Scary enough to lead a group of bandits.
As I'm rolling over to go to sleep, I'm going to look over at where Sophia's laying in bed, like reading, and I'm going to cast Silent Image.
Okay.
And to make like one of those freestanding curtains around her bed.
Aw.
I'm gonna yawn. Let's go last just a couple minutes.
Thank you.
All right.
Sophia changes into her night clothes and quickly snuffs the candle out and gets ready for bed.
Okay. And you guys all go to sleep. And when you guys wake up in the morning, you guys are level 2. And
Woohoo!
I would like to say let's maybe call it here for the night so that you guys can get some time to start leveling up your characters. Because shit's just going to get harder from here on out. Dark Souls time.
Oh no. You get Dark Souls to level 3, man.
Well, you know what? If you ain't dying, you ain't trying.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of where I figured we would be a good point to kind of stop, at least for night, so you guys can have a chance to level up and we can continue the adventure. And don't worry, you will hear from Claudio in the morning, and we will resolve everything next week with your leveled up characters. Does that sound good with everybody?
Works.
Yes.
Oh, ooh, I get Indian. Woohoo!
Yeah, so it's exciting. Did you guys have fun tonight?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
Supposed to have 2 spell slots, but my thing didn't go up.
Yeah, roll 20 is a bit weird with. I mean, we all know it's a bit weird with crap. So, but yeah,
Alright.
I've been kind of playing with some stuff here, creating character sheets for some NPCs, just so I go like, because creating NPC character sheets is really annoying.
Yes.
And then creating character sheets for NPCs, like, this is much easier. But then I'm going, yeah, some of this, like, prepared spells is weird. They don't really let you prepare them. It's just like, no, these spells are on all the time. But yeah. So I would say, hey, get your rolls, whatever you need to do for levels up, and we will meet same bat time, same bat channel next week. And if you guys have any questions, I will be available. And thank you for role playing with me this week.
IMAX hit point.
I'm sorry, John?
Thanks for hosting.
I said I maxed hit point.
Yes, I saw that. Congrats. Rob almost got there.
I'm the
I'm
tank.
The
Oh no.
stand-up bard is a tank.
I'm a tanky bard.
Oh, I'm afraid to do this.
So what are we doing?
That's nuts.
I do
that's-
right.
That looks good. I mean,
That works.
Roll my hit dice. Let's see.
yeah. I'm glad we got to the NPCs I made too. It's like, yeah, these guys, I really like them.
I spent so much time.
I know. I was like, oh, I got to introduce them a little bit. And I didn't even play them the way I wanted to. It's like, no, now I'm freezing up. And I'm like, oh, I have to perform. Shit, what do I do? And I will find Trey's southern drawl once again at some point. That's one of the characters. Is like, he's a southern dragonborn. He's got like a drawl to him.
He's from the deep south.
Yep. I'm not from around these parts. Yeah.
Regain hit points at the end of the short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Song of Rest is what I get a second level.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I get Jack of all trades. I didn't think I got that for a few more levels.
There you go. Exciting.
So weak. And now I'm a skill monkey.
There's so many different incantations. I don't know which one I want.
Yeah, warlocks. Every level is like, oh, here's an explosion of options.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do with? Hold on, I'll pull up Thymon's. My live in-person character, which I would love to be able to do that again at some point, John.
What's that?
Do the get together again whenever that's possible.
Oh. The last time I tried, like, nobody responded, and I haven't done anything since.
No, I mean, I think what happened there was just people weren't available, or because I think a lot of people wanted to do it, but at the same time, it's like they weren't able to go that Sunday, and then that was it.
I think it's just, like, nobody wants to be the first one to reply to anything.
That's also very true.
There's a lot of that's going on. And it makes it very difficult to plan shit.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, that's not what I meant
Where's
to do.
my incantations? What did I do? Oh, well, I went with my level 2 warlock, I went with False Life as my Eldritch Invocation, which came at level 2.
I think I get 2 of them.
It might be due to your particular race class combo build that you're working with the Isma.
No,
No?
no. Regular on the warlock table at level 2, you get, 2 invocations.
Invocations. You're level 2. Huh. I only... Unless I have it somewhere else. No. Oh, unless it's a different thing. Hold on.
Something I'm doing, probably gonna go Agonizing Blast.
Oh, that's what I did. You're right. I did Agonizing Blast. Yep. That was the other one.
And then I'm thinking Eldritch Sight.
Yeah, that's what I did. I went oh yeah, there it is. I'm sorry, you're right. Eldritch Invocations. I did Agonizing Blast and Fiendish Vigor, which grants... Okay, Fiendish Vigor is what grants me the ability to use False Life.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Agonizing Blast is a excellent upgrade to your Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking Eldritch Sight because nobody else really has Detect Magic.
True. True that.
And this gives it to me, and it's like an at-will thing, like a cantrip.
Mm. It... I think with Eldritch Invocations, depending, it should be able to give that to you as an at-will thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At-will without using components.
Yeah. Which is kind of like cheating. Which, I mean, with me, components, unless it's like a
Oh, no,
ridiculously
it's-
high-level spell, that's
It's
like...
without using a spell slot. There is no component. It's a verbal and somatic.
Yeah. But I'm saying that, like, you guys don't ever need to worry about components and stuff unless it's... Oh, hey, I need to bring back the dead. Then you're going to need components for that.
Yeah.
But anything beyond that,
Yeah.
anything other than that, you should
50
be
gold
fine.
pieces of ruby dust for the continuous flame is...
Let's say identify as 100 gold piece pearl.
Holy crap.
Well, it's not consumed though.
Oh,
That doesn't make sense, though. Why do you have to have 100 gold pieces in a pearl to identify an object?
Well, it's 100 gold piece. That's the component for the focus of the spell. You don't use it up, which means you can keep using it over and over and over and over and over.
That makes sense.
But yeah, eat and type.
I will at some point get Rob his Merchants Guild, not Merchants. I keep doing that. Merchants Rest Adventurers Guild badge, which will look slightly different than your Innsport one. And I will find some in-story way if you guys do want to switch over to these guys. Make it somewhat doable, but not terribly easy. Just to explain why people don't do it.
This might actually be a very Sophia thing to do. Mask of Many Faces. You can cast Disguise Self at will without expending a spell slot.
That
Oh,
actually
wow.
sounds good too, yeah.
yeah.
Mask of Many Faces.
Okay.
Yep.
think I'm done with my leveling. Mine was pretty easy.
This should, I mean, from 1 to 2 shouldn't be too difficult. So when you guys get to the next one, you start to go, well, which way do I want to go?
I mean, maybe for some people. Fighter's
Some.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Necromancer.
And next level, I have to choose my attack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about there too.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't want to run it too late, especially since I figured once we get to resting, we can level up and then just call it night, an early evening. Yeah. But
Sorry.
again, thank you everyone for giving me the opportunity to do this.
Thank you for doing the work, Ray.
Yeah, thank
Aw.
you. Ray.
Yeah.
Thank you for running everything.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for playing my silly game that I know you guys don't try to break, but sometimes you do.
I don't think we broke it.
No, so far so good. We're kind of on track.
Kind of.
Kind of. But
I mean, shopping, but yeah,
shopping montage.
Montage.
didn't turn into a montage.
Well,
Hey,
it kind of did, but it didn't.
Information.
Yeah. Anyhow. Alright, guys. Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.